Hello. Welcome in, everybody. How is everybody doing on this fine evening? It's finally stopped raining outside. So English of me, isn't it? The first thing I mention is the bloody weather. Let's do the hello. So we got Amory, Lisa, David, Andrew, Jason. Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave. Dragon Ranger. I believe that's what it says. Chris is in as well. Dan. Danny's here. Welcome in, Dan. And is that everybody? What's this he's put? Congratulations for being the sexiest man in the paranormal. For goodness sake. Oh, I forgot to shave before I come on. I look homeless at the moment. Look at me. How do I look? Good. This is my I can't be bothered look. Welcome in, Will. I'm glad you're here, Will, because I'm going to be so showy. I'm going to be putting some clips forward which you're in, so you can talk about them as well in the chat, or I could even bring your voice in if you really wanted to. I could maybe call you on WhatsApp or something and just bring you in with your voice. I don't know. We will see. So I'm not doing an upright one this time. I'm doing a long one this time. So, Stud Muffin. Lovely cereal and epic sheep. Bah, welcome. Yeah, I got this little flashy thing behind me. I want to have something which sometimes you see people and they have ghosts appear and stuff like that. What's disconnecting and reconnecting? Because I'm not pressing anything. All I can do. So, you're just having your tea. Ah, okay. Well, stick around, Will, because you're in a couple of these. I'm going to be going over some clips recently over the last year. I've sort of handpicked a couple. I'm sort of winging it in the moment because I was like, I started getting clips and putting them together and I was like, this is taking me forever and I don't even know how long the live's going to be. So I thought, let's just all go on the journey together. I've got a couple in mind that I'm going to play. So I did a poll the other day, as in one you select. I didn't go out and do anything with somebody Polish. I did a poll. Never mind. And everybody voted for me to review clips. So there's anybody here with a little bit of skeptical mindset, or maybe somebody with a rationale mindset, please do say what you think things might be. Obviously, I'm not here to sit here and have people just come in and go, well, that didn't happen, did it? It's not real. Right, if that's what your starting point is, then that don't go with me, because everything I'm about to show you did happen. If you can't have a logical answer, doesn't mean that it didn't happen. But I'm happy to take on any rational answers and options. Minnie, welcome in. Slightly jealous. What do you mean? Why are you slightly jealous? Don't forget to pout. Should I do one of them? What's that thing they do that people that are young now, they sort of go, I can't even do it. I don't know what it is. Oh, here we go, epic sheep. Now I'm going to get trolled. Or somebody realist. And it happens. So, by the way, I am also going to include some stuff from Clock Tower, where I went with my mum, and Amory, and Dave, who's in the chat. My mum isn't in the chat, but just so you know, you're going to be in this. Oh, good Lord. He screenshotted it. I don't care. I've got worse look shots of me, trust me. I've got me in bloody leggings on Britain's Got Talent, so... and somewhere it exists, me in a morph suit with me plums, right? So that's somewhere as well. Right, let's, without further ado, because you're all probably going to be thinking, well, you're going to get on with it, Mark, or you're just going to chat shit for hours. Let's get on with it. So the first thing I'm going to sort of look at is going to be... I had a list and I've lost my list. That helps, doesn't it? Oh no, let's plan everything perfectly and then look. Well, that wouldn't have been good. That's the password to Haunted the Truth. You would have all seen it and you could have all logged in and shut everything down. So we're going to do the care home. Okay? The care Will, that's correct. The care home. And I'm going to pull up the raw footage because I want to prove to people that this is the real deal. And there's no messing about here. I'm not having people say I'm doing this and doing that and blah, 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 blah. So I'm bringing up the raw footage. So let's get me display. Bunk! You up? Care home. Moments. Here we go. I keep everything, guys. I keep everything. Mark, loving the lighting. Oh, thank you. I don't know where I got the light from. I think it was... I used to do, like, DJ and stuff, and I think it was from one of my DJ's times back in the day when I used to play 80s music for people. So I'm going to... Let's focus on the... this one. Is it this one? You ready? Is that going? No, that's the one with Josh. I want to look at the one where it's me and Will. And we're in the corridor. This is it. Okay. So it definitely came from down here. Definitely. I think this is it anyway. Yeah. Right, okay, so let's have a look. You have to bear with me with this. So this is 6 minutes and 29 seconds. So 6 minutes, 29 seconds. Ish. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
We're able to use your energy spirit and copy me.
Hey, Darren.
Or even a whistle.
If dust. What's that?
Hello?
Will's quit smoking now, by the way. Side rant. I think you said you quit smoking, didn't you, Will? So let's have a congratulations for Will for quitting smoking. Okay, that's a clear bang, right? There's no... Yeah, that's a clear bang. Now, my ears told me it came from in his room here.
That was in there. 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 That was in there.
Yes, it was. Fuck me.
Sure, there's no one in there.
He says he's quit smoking, but he hadn't come back out with me yet and had this happen, so he'd probably start again. A week today, yeah. Good, good, good. Keep it up, even though you're getting scared like this.
You got to.
That face when I tell him to go check in there.
That was in there.
Yes, it was. Fuck me.
Sure there's no one in there?
I don't want to.
You got to. Well, I could have done it, but...
I don't think I've got that. Oh, I do have that footage from him still, I think. Yeah, I do. There.
That was a clear bang in there.
So if anybody was really pedantic, I did have a longer angle and I had his angle as well, but I'm not going to go through everything because that's not what I'm doing. I'm going through key moments at the moment. So that was like the first one that happened, right? And then...
You do it again? Shit to myself. Walk down that corridor.
Here we
It's
go.
almost like it hears me asking you
And it does it.
to ask for...
Right, if that was you that knocked down the corridor, can you do it again for us or walk down that corridor?
Keep the camera.
You hear that? You hearing that, yeah? That is something coming up them stairs. I got asked a question the other day, and it was in the last however many investigations I've done, have I had anything which I consider to be quite, up there with stuff. And this place, for me personally, has got something weird going on there. Roger said hi to lots of people. Hi, Roger. Welcome in. Will, obviously you're in the chat as well. How do you feel about this? Like, do you feel that there was something in this building then? Because you went several times outside of me going there as well. Let's just play that again so you can hear that again. Hey, Laura.
It's on the stairs. It's on the stairs. It's on the stairs. Film me. Film me.
What the fuck? We're getting all sorts of knocks here. This is awesome.
That was on the stairs.
I think it does it again as well, if I can remember.
Try.
Yeah, it does.
Spaces. What are you telling me? There's 3 people in here.
Fuck.
There, yeah, it does it again.
And then I'm getting these noises exactly what sort of area. It did
Bang,
seem like
bang, bang, bang. That was in 3 different locations, Will.
locations. It's a shame you can't put your play up like that. Was clear as fuck. That was 3 bangs as well. Do. The third one was louder as well.
I know. It was 3 different spaces. What are you telling me? There's 3 people in here.
Fuck.
And then it does it again whilst we're chatting.
Oh, this is getting silly now.
And again. And again.
No.
Stay still, stay still, stay still.
Then I this is where I just start searching everywhere now. I start going around the whole bloody building looking for it. I go downstairs, I go in all the rooms, I can't remember if there's any more after that. You'd have to see the main episode. But this was a common occurrence within this particular care home. There were so many bangs and bumps in there. I mean, like, is there anyone here that can maybe, like, could this, like, I'm aware that there were rodents in the roof space. So a couple of people was like, well, it could be rats. But that, to me, sounds quite boom, boom. I get that buildings, they also expand and stuff when the heat changes, but they're loud and it's like bang, bang, bang. And it isn't continuous either. Like, so what are people's thoughts on this? 100% makes... I went there 5 times because I couldn't believe my eyes. Yeah. It's locked now, though, which is unfortunate. It's like they're still living in the rooms. Yeah, I know. It's put they can't clear. You know, you can... People smashed it up. It didn't. Do you know what? The building didn't look that bad at the beginning when I like first went there, and it just got wrecked now. Need to tell everyone the story when he went out that night, Chris. Spoon to keep warm. Could be the pipes as well. I know, Dragon Ranger, that there is no water, running water anymore. I know this because, funny story, Will needed a number 2 and he went in one of the toilets and it didn't flush. So I know there's no running water, so there's no water in the pipes. Because if you turn the taps on, it would still come out and you would hear it go. So I know it isn't that. There's a giant water container in the... There's like an attic. I don't know why I'm pointing behind me. I'm just like imagining it in my head here. And you go up a ladder and you can stand next to it. And I thought some of the banging was coming from up there. And I went up there and I heard the banging, but it wasn't coming from the... What's that thing called? That holds all the water in an attic with the... Where... That thing, whatever it's called. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, mind-blowing. Noises obviously sound louder when you're there. Yeah, they did. I've got a few more as well in the same place. This isn't... It isn't constricted just to the one time. This one, and you really need to see this to believe it, okay? I think, personally, this is mental. I mean... Now the bells have stopped. Can you give us some loud bangs? Bangs aside, this one's weird. Pinky, welcome in. Hello, welcome. Good to see you here. Okay, so this is the Boblov, okay? Timestamp, everything. It's the raw clip all the way through. Massive long file. Okay, where is it? Ah, here it is. See this skirting board here? I think that's a skirting board. There's Will's hand there in his pocket. His leg goes down here. His other leg's there. He's holding a camera in his hand. His body is up against the door behind him's open, and he's sort of just in that door frame, if that makes sense. Am I right in saying that, Will? I think so. Watch this. Watch this thing here. Do you see that? He pulls it. Make it bigger. Watch it. There's his hand. He's nowhere near that. He hears it. I hear it.
I just heard that. Will, was that you?
I haven't even moved.
That was a big thud.
Yeah, it's quite close to me.
That was like something hitting.
So it was like a twanging, like a boom noise, and obviously that's what caused the sound. Now, what is that? Because I can't answer that. In all seriousness, that's weird. Anybody a bit rational that can maybe say, can a skirting board just randomly go, I know, twing? Can it do that? Is that possible? Is that a thing that can happen? Let's have a little read. It's called a toilet tank. Simple. Oh, toilet tank. Okay. Yeah, I know it isn't the tank up in the roof space because I sat up there with it for quite a considerable amount of time. It wasn't in the episode. I've probably got footage of me doing it somewhere though. There's a wall. There's a wall heaters, but they don't keep constant temperature. I think that's a different subject. No wind, yeah, no wind at all. Mine used to do that like until we will have pressure boiler in. Is there pressure in the boiler? I know everything was shut off, and I also know that these sounds didn't happen all the time. Like, there was one time we went and we didn't get that, like, and one of them is like bang, bang, bang. And well, as for the twangy thing, I don't know. Obviously, I think you're referring to the banging though there, Jason. Yeah, it is weird, Anne-Marie. Very weird. Yeah. The wind wouldn't do that anyway. My butt making noises. Well, Will's butt making noises. Yeah, most definitely. Gas says, even in empty pipes can cause a few bangs. Not saying that is what it is, just something to keep in mind. Chris? No. Chris says no. I say this because, can I say, Chris? Can I say what you do? Like, the one when Josh ran up. Yeah, the one when Josh ran up the stairs. Well, he thought he heard a growl. Let's play that, shall we? Should we play that one where Josh comes darting up the stairs? Because I have that footage as well. Actually, wait 1 second. First and foremost, I don't want to come away from this thing twanging off the wall, because that's clearly nothing to do with boilers or water being stuck in things or animals or rodents or whatever. I just can't think what would cause that to happen. I've got nothing on that at all. Lots of farty pops. I mean, if nobody can really say, then I'll just move on to Josh shitting a brick. I think you missed it, Gordo. I think you only just come in. And there's me going on about something twanging. Okay, let's get myself and Josh shitting it. I don't think this is a growl. I'm just putting it out there. Some people say they do, but I don't. So, this is again the raw file. I don't think you hear it on this one. I don't think you hear it on this one. I think you just see the reaction.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Just.
Okay, I don't want to deafen everyone there because that's loud. Just Josh screaming is loud. So you don't hear it in that. I think it's in this one.
Could you?
Oh my god.
Don't know if you can hear that. That's the noise we're referring to. That. Vroom. Let me put it in slow motion. Do again. Play. So yeah, that's the noise that some of you were referring to there. There is a lift shaft as well. So I had suspicions that it was that, but then I climbed up in the attic and I started rattling all the like metal thingies to see if I could create the same sounds, and I couldn't. Today I put everything we record in a folder from years ago, and the number at 78 paranormal different instances my end. Bloody hell. I need to know, as I'm curious, why everything has an explanation. Why can't the occurrence just exist? Well, it can, but for me, I need to find out if there is an explanation first. Because the way I look at things is, years ago, when people used to believe in like multiple gods in certain religions, for example, let's say the sun had an eclipse, they would all think that that was to do with anger in a god, and then they had to appease the god. Or if there was a storm in the sea, that was to do with the god. So they would bring forward a supernatural being to explain something they couldn't understand. What I'm trying to do is go, there is a strange occurrence going on here, but look at all the possibilities of what it could be before I pull forces from otherworldly phenomenon. Does that make sense? CapCut, I don't know, Gordo, no. Some people like to try and rule out logical reasons, and that's fair, yeah. I mean, I accept that the things are happening, but it has to comply with the laws of physics because it's within the bounds of our universe. Unless it isn't. Ooh, here we go. Deep convos. Nothing wrong with fighting demons with demons. Throw a couple of demons at the demons. If you go into the preferences, you can load up more buttons, including frame by frame. Oh, what if you're... I'm using OBS. Crash's voice is going missing. Server connections. You're back! I levitated, Minnie. You missed it. Fair enough, Mark, but that would give me a headache. It would give most people a headache, but I'm the sort of person that takes a lawnmower apart to try and figure out how it works. Like, I got surprised once when I got a vinyl and I got a piece of paper and I made a big tube out of it, and I put the corner of the piece of paper on the vinyl and span the vinyl, and the sound come out of the paper. And I was like, how is this working? And I spent days like reading why it did that. I'm yeah. I don't stop. Ow! Sorry, I went off on one then. I'm looking to start doing some live soon. Yeah, feel free, Gordo. I got some more though. I got some more stuff here in the vaults. So we're gonna put down the... Well, some of you were saying what type of skirting board. I suppose if we look at, like... Was it Dave that said what's the type of skirting board? I think the only way to really analyze that would be to just look at the general area and what the types of like stuff is around the doors. So I just called it skirting board because that's just what I might be using the wrong name. Okay, yeah. Okay, here's a door. Here's a door for reference. So it's whatever this bit is on the door, this thing, it's come away and it gets pulled outwards and then comes back in on itself. So this stuff, that's what I think it is. I think. I'd have to go there again to know completely, but that's what I think it is. Did the lawn... Yeah. I ran over the wire of the lawnmower and gave myself an electric shock. True story. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'm using the wrong word then. It's definitely something. I remember the door frame or something. Something was come away from the door. Like it had been pulled away. And it was just hanging loose. And then it sort of goes twang. Like a twing twang like this. It does that. I can take things apart, put them back together again. Yeah, I'm good like with computers more than anything. More than anything. Right, what's next on the list of madness? Where be the list to? I don't know where it be. There it is. Halfway Farm. The door. The door at Halfway Farm. Are y'all ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Where have I put it? Where have I put it? Where did I put the clip? Don't say I've lost it already. I moved it earlier in preparation for this. And I've... there it is. Okay.
Loud bangs, please. I keep thinking I'm hearing.
Bloody hell, Mark. That's loud. Okay, this one is like a half video. So it's like that. So technically speaking, I could do that and then move it without that. There we go. Would love to go back. What? What are you saying, Will? Door frame. Would love to go back. Oh, make. Yes, that'd be good, Will. Mark. Oh, Mark. Oh, Mark. Wait, what did I say? What did I say? I don't know what I said. I would like to go back there as well, to be fair, because you know, it was interesting. It's Halfway Farm. There's Will again. Stood there. This is several times the door has moved. This is a collection of times.
Loud bangs, please. I keep thinking I'm hearing some thumps, but it might be in my head. Like that. That door just fucking moved.
What the fuck?
And this one was when I was with Josh.
I think your bottle just made a noise. But it was unexpected.
So it goes the opposite way. And then, of course, this one was when I was in the cupboard.
The door just opened. 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 The door just opened.
And there was nobody near the door. So this door is quite prone to be opening. Now, does this mean that it is something doing it? Because I went there again the other day. It was myself, Will, and Chris. And I kid you not, it was like raining. Like, you know, like the other day when it was raining and windy? That's what it was like. And the door didn't move the entire night. So it made me wonder, because obviously your first thoughts are, is this just the wind? And is it the wind in certain moments? But when it doesn't do it, when it's clearly really windy, it's like, well, is that what it is? Take spirit level. I like the pun there, Gordo. It doesn't do it all the time, though, Gordo. It's done it those every time you've seen it there. That's how many times it's done it, and I think it's done it with other teams as well. I think when Chris, I think it happened with you as well. On one of the occasions. No. The first one you see when I'm in there with Will, it was windy that day. So you could argue the wind just did that. But the other two, it wasn't windy. And the other day, like I said, it was like the weather that you've just seen. If you've been in England, like pissing it down. And it didn't move. It didn't move the whole time that we were there. See if it has a lean. I know it doesn't shut fully because the is broken. The what do you call it? The latch that goes into the hole. That's like it's knackered. It wasn't always like that though, because I remember when that scene there where I'm in the cupboard, that's it fully shut. But since over the past few months, I think somebody's like broken it. Can't believe I went in that cupboard now. Oh dear. Yeah, it's funny. I've seen doors that have a certain spot in the floor. If you step on it, it would cause the door to move. I know where you're coming from, but like it just doesn't. It doesn't move the whole night in that live. And when I went live, when was it? The other day, it didn't budge the whole time we were there. We were there a while, and we were walking around in certain areas. I went upstairs, I went past it, I walked by it, it didn't move at all. So like, yeah, I was just looking there. We were in there for an hour and the door didn't move at all. Harry Potter, yeah. Obviously, there's some people out there that think that people got trapped under the stairs there, and that's you know, it's a little girl. But these stories, they're not online anywhere, as in like there's no historical documentation for them. But it's interesting. Some people pick up on different things when they watch videos. Chris bolted across the room. Yes, he did. Should we go to that? That in the live, seeing as we're here. Where is it? Here it is. Blame Will, Chris, because he's the one that brought it up. He's like going, oh no, not that clip again.
Something get thrown at you. Heard that?
Glare on
Okay.
the camera.
If there's anything here, I command you in the name of Jesus Christ to reveal yourself. I command you in the name of Yahweh to make yourselves known. Give us a sign. Oh! Oh! Fuck my life! I heard that. I heard that. I heard that. Fuck my life.
It's funny watching it back. Oh, it's a good laugh. I don't know what that was either. That's another instance of something that's gone bang. Chris said he heard it on the stairs go bang, like bang next to him. I mean, you could argue, like I went up there and I was like, could something have just fallen? But the question is, why didn't it fall? Because there's like plaster on the walls, which is like crumbling. Why didn't it fall earlier on when I went past it, when I scrubbed past it? Why? And you don't, you know what I mean? He doesn't feel anything hit him. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we'll check the floor, step on areas around the door. I mean, I might go down there and do another live Dragon Ranger and try to make it do it, I suppose. Why am I out of focus? There we go. But yeah, it's one of those things where it just seems to be random at the moment, but I can jump up and down in certain areas and things like that and give it a go. By all means. By all means. When you get scared, it's hilarious. Like last night on the... I was playing a horror game last night and it shit me right up. Alright, I've gone off my list, but I did say that could happen. So, also, that door opened when everyone was in the other room. So the room in which it opens, there's concrete floor. The room next to it has got like a gap, maybe this big, and then it's wood. And there's like wood beams, so it's got a bit of a, you can boom, make a noise on it, and then there's a step that goes down, and then it's solid concrete, and then the corridor looking furthest away, that's where the door is. So I don't know how us in that room, because we're moving around in there all night, can affect that door, because it should do it more. You know I'm going to end up going there and jumping about in all the spots now. You know that's going to happen. Got a video tomorrow. I keep bloody missing your vid. You put them out and then I end up going out somewhere or doing something. I have to catch up with some of your stuff, Gordo. But I like the content though. I wanted to do something similar with stories and stuff, but you've done better than me. I did a couple, I think, but yeah, yours were better than what I did. Next is the clock tower. Latest visit. Get ready, Amory. He's just like, oh no. Where is it to? Looking in the folder. There it is. If people are interested what I have, this is what I have. 003 knock 9 minutes.
Don't say I just lost the footage doing that. No, I didn't.
So when you here when you did it, thank you for doing it. Yeah? Nope. Nope.
You were just now.
Well, I was talking and then I left a gap for about 3 seconds, 5 seconds,
A bit longer than that, I think.
10 seconds.
30 seconds.
There was a significant gap between you asking me. That was a
That
knock.
was another one. Yeah.
Gap between you asking me. So hear it there, that bang. Gap between you asking me. Again, if you really wanted to see everybody in the room and stuff and where they all are in relation, I do have those clips. It's just, I know nobody's making the knock, so that's one of them. It's not the best one though. Strange voice, that's the one I'm looking for. The strange voice. Everyone be quiet a second. If you're here, finally. Did you just go? Okay, here it is. Okay. Everyone be quiet a second. If you're here, finally with us, there's a door there. Close that. There's people down there as well. Bang! Do something. Come on. Shh.
Come on, if you're in this room with me, this door, could you please close it? What was that?
There it is. So I breathe out, but as I'm going, you hear something go, oh. Listen.
What was that?
Oh no, it's freezing. You hearing that? They hear it downstairs.
What was that? No. Did you hear it as well? It went, ooh. No.
Amory. Oh no. Oh no. So that's something that's going, oh, like that. Oh. What? What can do that? Oh. That's what it sounds like. Can you remember, Amory? You remember that moment? It sounded like someone going, oh. Madness. 5 more castles and places to cover. Oh, we're nearly at an hour. So I won't do 2 more many. 2 more many? That doesn't make sense. I won't do too many more. I'll start to wrap it up there, actually, to be fair. Now, there are obviously loads of other times, and there's loads of other footage, but I want to focus on some of the moments which I found quite profound and that I couldn't understand, just from things that I'm aware of and what I know of. Because, you know, I'm not an idiot. I try to figure out what these things are. Sometimes in the moment, you can be, you know, your imagination can take hold, and you can, you know, when you're in that zone, it's like, and then your brain starts ticking. And afterwards, I do watch things through and I try to figure them out. But there's some stuff in this that I can't. Like, ooh, and the thing twanging away from the door and stuff like that. And in the past, obviously, there's been footage where I've had something whistle in my ear. I've been pushed. I've had things thrown at me. So I know there's something going on, but I just can't figure it out. But I'm gonna open up the floor now to everybody that's watching, to see what you lot think about all of this, because it's interesting. So those of you that think this is paranormal, that you think that this is definitely spirit or ghost, put a little ghost emoji. Those of you that think that there's some sort of rational, easy explanation that's going on, put a fun thumbs up emoji. Let's have a look, see what people think. Play that once more, please. I shall. Okay.
No.
It's annoying it does it as I breathe out. So you can hear it under my breath. It's like a bassy sound. Let me just bring that down, slow it down a bit. Yeah. So we got a couple of ghosts. It's interesting for sure. Thumbs up. Like you're thinking that there's possibly a reason behind it all. What about if you're not sure? That's a good point, Gordo. That's a good point. Put a confused face for not sure. I'm gonna go with a confused face. There we go. There's my confused face. Pinky thinks it is. Or a question mark. Yeah, that's a good point. Were there any roads close? Could have been a vehicle accelerating? there is a road. There's a car park, and then outside of that, there's a road. But the thing is, so the window that you can see, that's hedgerow there, and then there's houses next to that. The thing is, for it to be picked up that clear on my camera audio, it has to have been in the building. Does that make sense? Because otherwise it would sound differently. It would be like a lot more quiet. And I would also be able to pinpoint with my ears, oh hang on, that was behind me, when I'm hearing it in the stairwell area. Obviously you can't get the depth of where the sound's coming from a camera's point of view because it's in stereo. So on that side of things, because you do hear like seagulls and you do hear the odd motorbike go past, and it's quite obvious what those are when they go past, and they don't really get picked up on the cameras that well because they're outside and it's really, really muffled. So I don't know. I like your thinking though. Nicole, welcome. Hello. Nicole, you're coming right at the end. Question mark. I like how you found a specific emoji for a question mark as well. I've gone for the thinking face, yeah. The thinking face is how I end up in all of this. A lot of people say to me, how can I have so many things happen and not believe it's a ghost? But I always say, I've not physically seen a ghost. It's not like something's appeared and then gone, hello, and then disappeared, you know? Come play with us. Like, that's not happened. So I'm still on this sort of like one hook on the mountain of reason. And I'm hanging on the mountain of reason going, there's got to be a reason. I'm not letting go of this hook. So there's got to be a reason. But the rest of me is hanging off going, well, there isn't, is there? This is definitely something mental. That's the good way of understanding my brain. But there has been a lot where things are like really mental. You know, in Snuff Mills, I went there with some other people, and I wasn't officially filming, I was just filming for shorts, and there was massive rocks being launched, and it was in the river area, and there was no one there. And that's an occurrence that happens down there across like different periods of the year, at different days, different times. So that sort of thing is just unexplainable as far as I'm concerned. You're deaf as hell. Yeah, Will, the amount of times I go, there was a sound there, and you'll go, where? What sound? There is some other stuff coming up soon, though. Next Sunday, myself, Will, and my nephew, Kian, went to another care home. I think I'll put this out next Sunday. I'm going to say this now as a maybe. And we have caught banging, knocking. We're all in shot. It's clear as day. Knocking, clear as day. And a door gets shook and gets pulled shut, and there's no one near it. That's coming soon. Coming soon. So I don't want to give too much away. I've just given away every piece of activity in the whole episode, but yeah. There's a lot of stuff that happens, but I do recommend going and giving it a watch when it comes out. I want to say, what day is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, I want to say next Sunday. If not next Sunday, the Sunday after. So look out for that one. I'm going to start wrapping up now, though. So any questions, points of things that you want to add before I close the live? Let me know now. That was mental, yeah. I have joined in Discord, so we'll put the experience in the Discord that got you into the paranormal. Yeah, feel free. Myself, Dave, Anne-Marie, Gordo, We all sort of like chat in there every so often. It's not like overly active. It's not like maybe you prefer that your comments don't just disappear up into the chat, because it's not like mad lively. It's quite a quiet place. But yeah, feel free. We'll got to be gifted to see a ghost. What in the sense of like someone that's like a clairvoyancy or medium, or in general? Because you do hear people that, you know, don't have like a a sixth sense, I suppose you could say that they've witnessed and seen ghosts. I mean, Josh has seen a full shadow figure. I haven't, but he's seen what looks like a humanoid dark shadow figure, and he said it was darker than the darkness of the room, and it was moving about. Like, what the hell is that? I mean, I still don't go, well, that's a ghost. I said, you have seen an interdimensional being, Josh, and it was revealing itself to you in a three-dimensional form. That's how I put it to him. But yeah, catch you later, Roger. I'm wrapping up anyway, so thank you for coming in. Thanks everybody for coming in, actually. Need voice chats in Discord. I've got voice channels. Put some, if you want me to add more, put some recommendations in. Did you pop down the World War II tunnel? Not yet, Will. We might do that Thursday. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, thanks so much everybody for tuning in. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. It was a little bit different than normal, because obviously I was going over some clips and showing you some stuff. If you want to see the full episodes of these things that you've seen, so you can get the context, then go over to the channel and just look out for them. So there's some stuff from the clock tower. There was the latest care home stuff. So not the one coming out, but a different care home, and Halfway Farm. So go over and check those out if you haven't seen them already in their full form. If anybody like still doesn't believe me and they really want to see the raw footage, you clearly see that I have it. Like, look, okay, I've got stuff. I've got Halfway Farm experience. I've got all of like just clips and files, right? Because I want to be completely honest with people. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one. And if I don't see you again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the demons bite. Namaste. Bye.